Hello guys, and welcome to a new WARNO video today by me, Vulcan. In this one I have for you game 1 of a best of 3 between Icarus and Proomhued in the semi-finals of the WARNO League Super Tournament run by the Simulated Divisions League. They are playing on Hesse Duel, and on our left in the blue team we have Icarus playing with the Territorial Commando Süd. And on our right in the red team we have Proomhued playing with the 2nd UK Infantry, which is actually a very surprising division to get through. But both these players looking for a piece of the $330 prize pool, which we saw Mandos and Yukipor fight over in the last semi-final. If you missed that, definitely go back and check it out. But yeah, today we're going to be watching these two as they get underway. Proomhued starting, of course, with plenty of SAS with the 2nd UK. It's one of the strongest forward deployment units in the game. They have a couple of snipers here. Proomhued is also bringing up some Rover Milans. He's got the Fox, he's got the Rapier FSB. Milan 2 on the bottom side here with the Rover CP and the L6 Wombat. On the side of Icarus, he is going to be bringing in some AMX-10 RCs at the start. Actually 4 of them. Going for a strong mid-push here. The Green Berets charging forward, supported by the VLRA 20mm to prevent enemy aircraft. He's got the Fallschirmjäger B1s, backing that up with Jäger Avkleider Iltis for the top and bottom side. Also Green Berets and BGS on the very bottom there. SAS have unloaded early on. The Saxon was destroyed there. We're also going to see a Saxon destroyed by this SAS, but both of the SAS did unload in time, so neither have gone down just yet. The VLRA is going to get taken out on the top side. Can the Milan get taken out before it hits the AMX-10? It probably can, because the AMX-10 can play around that smoke that one of them popped. So nice Milan 2 kill early on. Nothing too crazy going on. Harrier GR3 coming in with the bombing strike, looking for the Green Berets. Switching over to the Fallschirmjäger B1 as they were more of a threat to the SAS. And it's going to take them out nice and easy. But the push continues into the center of the map. Icarus trying to get a nice lead early on. That has left the door open on this top side though. Proomhued noticing that there is nothing here, leading the charge with the Fox. And is getting right into the backline of Icarus. On the bottom side, similar thing happening. The Saxon actually moving very, very far up there, finds the VLRA 20mm, takes that out with the SASAT launcher. BGS sitting nearby will capture the Unimog, revealing their position. Meanwhile, in the center, the Green Berets aren't going to last very long out in the open, but nice catch there onto the Rover CP. Proomhued being a little bit negligent with that command, but here comes the Gazelle AH1s and the Lynx AH7 Hellarm. All of the MX-10s are still alive, but these rockets will clean out the infantry and force the MX-10s to stay in cover for the time being until some decent AA can get forwards. These VLRA 20mm are going to be absolutely vital. Meanwhile, on the backside here, you can see that the SAS are just going to be moving all the way up to this land spawn. If anything starts to come in on the top side, it's going to get sniped on the back. Can the Lynx AH7 get taken out by the VLRA 20? We'll soon find out. The Wombat, it's got to kill the VLRA if it wants to keep that alive. Looks like the L6 was enough to keep back the 20mm from finding the kill there. But the L6 is going to go down. Icarus off to actually a fantastic start here in this game. And usually I would say that the 2nd UK would have a big advantage at the start, but it's actually turned out that Icarus has found a way to put himself in a very favourable position in the centre of this map. And the forces that Proomhued has moved around the top side are not going to be too effective unless they can maybe capture Zulu. Proomhued needs to bring a command over here and actually take advantage of his positioning. Although the Fox has managed to creep over here, it's going to snipe the Iltis Führungs. Down it goes. Nice kill. The Ronin 3 here are going to have to do a runner, as the Fox is going to want to catch up with those two. That's going to be pretty nasty on the backside to lose that Ronin 3. These things aren't cheap. 135 points. Lost to a 65-point recon car. The Foxes are really, really nice recon units because of that 30mm autocannon. The AMX-10 RCs need to come back and save it. Proomhued has made the correct decision to stop it so that it benefits from its 60% accuracy. On the move, it's going to be a lot less accurate, and the Roland 2 currently dodging a lot of shots. SAS are getting spotted by the AMX-10 here. Oh, laser guided bomb coming in to save the day. Nice, perfect. On the backside, bombers and helicopters are super effective, and you can see that the Gazelle Hot 2 here going to clean up the Rover Milan that they find on the backside as well. And because the Roland 3 hasn't gone down, the Harrier GR1 does not get through. Proomhued hasn't quite lost that, but lovely laser guided bomb into the Challenger Mark II. Really, really good start for Icarus in this game, and completely surprising me off the bat here. Gazelle Hot 2 taken down on the backside. The SAS are in a good position to take down the second, and will do just that. AMX-10 RC has gone down on the top side. I think that might have been to this Warrior Milan. The BGS have come up, but they're going to get caught out in the open. But Icarus still holding a +3 now across the board, and this laser guided bomb coming in to take out the Saxon will help the BGS stay alive. Probably going to come back round for another laser guided bomb onto the SAS. Taking those out would be very nice. The Stinger will not take down that F-111 in one shot, but the bomb will do the job. So that's cleaned out Proomhued's flanking attempts, and the Roland 3 moving back just in time to avoid the Milan from the Warrior. This has been an exceptional game from Icarus. Playing this really, really well. AMX-10 taking out the Warrior Milan as well. Bombing strike will catch the Jaeger Auftada, but likely to go down in the process. Not a good trade. The Jaeger Auftada, not too important in this area. Usually I wouldn't scoff at a recon kill, but since the AMX-10s are still working away, doing well. So it's really tough now for Proomhued because he couldn't really take too much advantage of his forward deployment. The SAS usually will put you in a really nice spot early on, and then you just got to maintain the pressure. But if he gets caught out in the open like he is, it actually allows Icarus to play around these AMX-10 RCs, which are kind of difficult for Proomhued to deal with without investing into challenges, basically. Now, he can kill them with the Warrior Milans if the Milan is allowed to land on target, but so far, Icarus doing a fantastic job of keeping those alive. Another one did just go down, though, as I said that, as the Warrior Milan came over the train tracks. Rover CP moving into position to decap the center, and that will remove the lead in income that Icarus has, but will not remove the 540 points that Icarus has already built up. So the Gazelle AH-1s, they are reloaded and ready to go once again. We'll be searching for some infantry to take out. That's what makes them really, really cost efficient. On the left side here, looks like the laser guided bomb. Actually, that wasn't the laser guided, that was the F-111, or sorry, the F-104 coming in with a bombing strike onto the SAS, and the SAS surviving. But the Jaegers moving forwards here with the Carl Gustavs will look to clean that out. The BGS will also potentially spot the SAS the closer they get. So it seems like Icarus doing a good job here, exposed his flanks very early on, but has done a great job of cleaning them up. So it hasn't been so much of an issue, but the Fallschirmjäger B1 making a poor mistake there, showing themselves to the Gazelle AH-1 rockets at close range. That's exactly where you want them to be for Proomhued there. Now the 20mm takes out the Recon Gazelle and the F-104 AA, taking down a second. Was going to come round for another go, but did just get hit by the Rapier FSB. Those Rapier FSBs are pretty nasty. They aim really fast. So the F-104 getting away with it this time around. 20mm the LR8 going down once again. Here comes the Challenger 2. So Proomhued investing in that to face off against the AMX-10. And the AMX-10s, they can only really defeat a Challenger Mark II if they find a side shot. So this will act as a really nice anchor for Proomhued to take back the center. Although the F-111 coming in with the laser-guided bomb, and because the Challenger 2 has less armor these days, it's going to get taken out as easy as that. F-111 does go down as well, thanks to the Phantom F3. Ronin 3. Oh, what a snipe! That was a max range snipe there. Now the F-104 kills the airmobile. Will it get taken out by the Phantom F3? It has been forced back, actually gets shot down by the Ronin 3. What Mandos would do for Ronin 3s like these. But the F-111 taking out some more infantry there. These laser-guided bombs have been absolutely crucial. The FSB on the top side, it's even out of ammo now. And the laser-guided bomb takes out the SAS. Every SAS that goes down, the second UK is closer to losing. I swear that's how it works. The more SAS you have on the field, the more likely you are to win. Because SAS, they're just such a good unit. But in this case, I feel like they've always been caught out in subpar sort of situations. Icarus didn't play any helicopters. I mean, the Territorial Commando suit doesn't really play around helicopters much anyway. But so the SAS don't really get the infrared value, which is usually where they can really kind of push their cost efficiency by getting a lot of kills with their Stingers. But in this case, they haven't been concentrated enough to shoot down any aircraft anyway. And second to that is their AT4, and then their infantry, anti-infantry capability. But anytime they've been getting the better of Icarus's infantry, Icarus has been bringing in bombers just to pop them. So he's been doing a great job of dealing with those. The BGS on the top side, going to be spotting the Warrior Milan here. Gazelle Hot 2 will be able to potentially take that out unless it dives behind the building there. But I imagine Proomhued not really paying too much attention to that top side as the Warrior Milan does get stunned. It did drop its smoke, but just maybe a little bit too late. Or the Elsic Wombat trying to get into a good position here, but forced off by the Jaegers at close range. Icarus in a very, very commanding lead right now in this game. Not also in conquest points, but also in kills. Gazelle firing away once again. Will it have the range to finish off the Warrior Milan? Not quite. I think that just got out of range in time. But the armoured rifle's going to be sitting there. Not going to be too much of a problem. The Iltis Führung is going to come in and capture this sector. We're also going to probably see a leader come in on the bottom side once the Green Beret and Jaegers get into position down here. And Proomhued is going to be looking at a real tough situation. Here come the F-104s once again, taking out a Lynx AH-1 rocket. The second one dropping its bombs on the Airmobile Scout. Is that only one a bomb? Or was that both bombs? Doesn't matter. Proomhued's going to throw in the towel. And that is it already for game one of this best of three. Wow, Icarus coming out of the gate thick and fast down the center of that map. That was an incredible play with Territorial Commando Sud. I have not seen Territorial Commando Sud be so dominant in a long time, especially against the second UK. That was a fantastic showing of how to break down this very tough division to beat. So 2.19 kill ratio, 3,140 kills to 1,435 losses. Proomhued having a bad game. It's one of the top rated ranked players in the game. So be excited for game two, as I do not think he will let this go easily. AMX-10's really just winning the day here for Icarus. Fantastic job microing those, using the smoke to perfection. The F-111F really just deleted the flanking push into the back line, and he managed to really consolidate his flanks well without sort of feeding any units, which is quite often what you'll see in those situations. But the Challenger Mark II is just not going to last against the F-111's laser-guided bombs. The Ronin 3's actually hitting something is always nice to see. So yeah, very, very nice. And the SAS going to be a lot of the early kills here. As you can see, this is where they get value. Killing these Gazelle Hot 2s, killing the VLRAs, but also, you know, being able to chop down infantry, but just wasn't given the time to do that. And yeah, really rough one for Proomhued, but a fantastic start for Icarus in this best of 3. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.